Hey everybody, Dylan from Noblerecordstore coming at you with another video. Over the weekend I had a pop-up, and then right after the pop-up, a good friend of mine, we've been talking about it for a while, but he was getting rid of a bunch of stuff out of his collection that he didn't think he'd listen to anymore. And so we got together and I bought a bunch of stuff from him to sell. I've been usually pretty good about not keeping stuff that I buy in collections. Normally, even if it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 records, I'll only keep a lot of times. But it's just stuff like this, when there's good friends of mine and we have similar tastes and stuff. Oh gosh, it gets hard. But anyway, so first I'll show you like a crate of stuff that I'm keeping, and then I'll show you, I've got a bunch of box sets. I'm not sure how I feel about box sets right now. I don't know. I've been getting rid of them here lately. And then a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be selling. But anyways, first one here that I'm keeping is Led Zeppelin, a tribute to Johnny Kidd and the Pirates. This was Zeppelin bootleg. It was a soundboard recording from the final rehearsal for the 1975 U.S. tour and the Metropolitan Sports Center, Minneapolis, January 17th, 1975. So there's a bunch of killer old school tracks on here that they covered, just a bunch of stuff. This is such a cool bootleg. I had this before, and in the past years I've sold it, and I've just been looking for another copy. Haven't been able to find it. This is John Coltrane, Blue Train. This is a Blue Note audiophile pressing on, I believe it's a 45 RPM. No, this is 33 1/3. But yeah, this is an audiophile pressing. He was telling me about it. I can't remember the exact details, but this is a really nice pressing of it. I had a Classic Records 4 LP single-sided clear vinyl. Every single blow and whistle you could have of this, and I ended up trading it for some stuff. This is a really good reissue of Moanin', Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. I had a Japanese pressing of this that I traded him just because he wanted it. So he threw this one in on the deal. Oh man, this is funny. So these are really hard to come by and really rare and expensive, but this is Bob Marley and Wailers Catch a Fire original master recording. I had this and this Exodus original master recording. I had these two Bob Marley MoFis, and in my trade for the turquoise Zeppelin, my friend that was trading with, he really wanted these, and so they went in on the trade. So I was heartbroken that I got rid of them. I was like, I'll never find other ones. You know, that's not something you find every day, and they're really expensive and all that stuff. And here it is, like a month later, I found both of them again. Half-Speed Master of Santana Abraxas. This is such a killer album. Gosh, it's so good. So I was glad to get a Half-Speed Master of it. I can't wait to spin that one. Interested to see how that sounds. Yeah. I've been looking for this one for a long time. Fire on the Bayou, the Meters. This has got some, it is a reissue obviously, but it's got some killer wax on it. Look at that. Man, it's a fire colored wax. I've got a lot of Meter stuff this year, and that is one I'd like to get an original, be great, but this one's, it's here, so why not? This one's called White Eyes. This is a band from, I believe, Illinois, but really good bands. They just had bad luck, I guess. They toured around late 60s. They started in like 1965, and they ended in 1975, but they toured around with like 10 Years After and Procol Harum and all these like great bands they opened up for. And they at some point they recorded a studio album, but they never issued it and out and released it to the public. They used it as a demo to get more gigs. So they were just like a traveling touring band. They had no albums put out. And so all these years, you know, they never had anything come out, and then they issued this like 2010, I think, and it's a really good it's a really good album. It's if you like stuff like I don't know. They sound like they could have performed at Woodstock. You know, that Haight-Ashbury type of sound. They're great. Royal Blood. I have this album. What is this called? How do we get so dark? Royal Blood is like a new Neo Zeppelin type of real hard hitting rock and roll, almost like if you mix Zeppelin and Jack White and Mars Volta together. They're great, but this is an autographed copy, so I'll be selling my copy and keeping that one. Phoebe Bridgers. This is a female singer-songwriter type thing. She's great. I'd never heard. I mean, I'd heard of her before, but it's the kind of thing I've never looked up or listened to. So I got this, listened to it since, and I really like it. So this is not her first album. Let's see, what's this called? Stranger in the Alps, but it's pretty good. Music and Dreams by Robert Lester Folsom. This, let's see if I can remember the details of this. This guy, yeah, it was like a private press album, really rare, back in 1976, and recently, I think in the 2010, 2012, something like that, somebody reissued it, and it's a really good album. Great stuff. Like, he fits right in with like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and stuff like that. But really good acoustic singer-songwriter type stuff from the 70s. That's a great. So this is a reissue. Like, there's a private pressing of it that's like ridiculously expensive. Neil Brooks, Sewn Into the Sky. This is like acoustic instrumental stuff. I'm gonna keep this, and then like at the office when I just need to like zone in, I'll put this on, you know, that type of thing. But really, really good. I'd never heard of this before, so it was really good acoustic instrumental stuff. I hate names like this because I don't know how to pronounce it, but Manuel Gottsching. This guy he was the guitar player and the leader of Asherah Temple. Really great prog band. If you're into prog, they're superb. But this is called Inventions for Electric Guitar. He did this album completely on his own, completely with an electric guitar. And if you're into guitar and like pedal boards and tones and like delays and reverb and all that stuff, and you like experiment with all that, this is a highly recommended. I think this was probably a really influential album to people like The Edge and all that stuff. That you know, the pioneers of you know, people experiment with guitar tone and stuff. You know, as a guitar player, I've been looking for this for a long time. This is a reissue, but the original pressings are crazy expensive. So yeah, this one's, I don't know, they might not be too crazy expensive, but this is a great album. Yeah, like I said, if you geek and nerd out over guitar sounds, that's the one to get. Manuel Gottsching, Inventions for Electric Guitar. So yeah, maybe one day I'll find an original, but who knows. This one, I don't know anything about it. It's called Opal. Early Recordings 2. OPAL. So this is like a psychedelic group. I do know a little bit about it. I listened to it, a little bit of it. It's decent stuff, but I haven't really cut my teeth on it too much to give much of an opinion. But it was a really cool cover. It's like a bootleg type deal, but it's some of their early recordings. I guess it's just now being issued on vinyl. This is cool. Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. This is a sweet. I guess this is the Vinyl Me Please reissue of it. Awesome, killer. And I remember when this came out. I don't do Vinyl Me Please, but I was like, man, I really want that one because that's such a cool splatter vinyl. But I didn't get it because it's just how I roll sometimes. This is Nas Illmatic. This is original pressing, '94, I believe, is when this came out. Yeah, killer original pressing of it. I was when I went to Bananas Music, did the video a few videos ago. They had an original pressing of this, and I almost bought it, but it was kind of a little bit pricier than I felt like it was worth. But I've been looking for an original press of this forever. This is Really good hip hop album. One of my favorites. This one I'm interested to hear. I haven't heard it yet. It's called Buried Country. This is an anthology of Aboriginal country music. So I don't have much to say about it because I don't know anything about it, but it comes with this really thick book about history and stuff of the Aboriginal country music. So that's super interesting. Bob Dylan in concert. This is 1963, so super early Bob Dylan stuff. I've seen this around, but I've actually never heard it, so excited to hear that. Alice Cooper, Pretty's for You. I'm not big on Alice Cooper. Never really. It's just nothing personal. If you're watching this video, Alice, it's just one of the things. I've never listened to him very much, but somebody recently told me like you gotta hear this one because it's really good. Psychedelic sounding. So I've been looking for a copy. This is a reissue of it, but I'm excited to hear it. Give it a shot. Some stuff. I know all his hits and stuff, but anyways, whatever. Don't judge me. John Mayer Trio, Try. Oh my gosh, this album is so good. Killer Blues. I had this album a few years ago. I sold it and I really regretted it. Because it can be a little bit hard to find. It's not too hard to find or expensive, but I love John Mayer Trio stuff. I got a few John Mayer in here that I'm selling, but I really have to have a really strong connection to it for me to buy it, to keep it right now, because I'm trying to clean some house. But yeah, that's some killer. If you like, blues stuff, that's killer. This is Jack Elliott, Mule Skinner. So there's a book, 1001 albums to hear before you die, and one of the earliest, probably in the first 10, there's an album called Jack Takes the Floor by Jack Elliott, and I've been looking for that album forever. But Jack Elliott was an American singer-songwriter, hung out with Woody Guthrie, killer stuff, really good. And his first album was I think it might have been a 10-inch, but it was only released in the UK, and it was called Jack Takes the Floor. It's super rare, very hard to find. I've been looking for it forever because it's incredible. But I think most of the same material is on this. This is a reissue. It's called Mule Skinner. But, man, if you like that type of thing, Woody Guthrie, early Dust Bowl type stuff, good stuff. This is Muddy Waters. I've been wanting this one for a while. I've seen it around. I've just never seen a copy. After the Rain, Muddy Waters. Love that Bullfrog cover, man. That is just so cool. And over the years, all these years, I've been buying and selling records. I've never had one. One's never slipped through my fingers. So glad to get that one. This is Tupac, All Eyes on You, 4LP. I've sold all my Tupac, but this one, I'm not sure. I might keep it. So we'll see. Sam and Dave Soulman, Japanese pressing. Beautiful. Robert Plant, Fate of Nations. This is an original Colombian pressing. Wowza. Look at that on Fontana. If you don't know about the originals, no Robert Plant, you're thinking that's lame. This is a 1994 original press. Or not 93, sorry. And it is real rare and valuable. I will probably honestly, if we're being honest with each other, I'll probably sell that. But I've actually never heard the album, so it might be really good. This is the Can Monster Movie. I previously to this haul did not have any of the Can, and as you know, I'm a big, huge fan of Psych and Prog, and they're like Prog royalty, so I'm excited to get that one. And then this one, Can Edge Bamasi. You guys are gonna make fun of me, but you guys all know the cover and you know the album. Been wanting that one for forever. It's not an original, it's a reissue, but hey, I'm glad to have it. It's the Can. And then Tago Mago Can reissue as well. But like I said, I've been looking for some of their stuff and haven't been able to find the original pressings here lately, so I'm sure one day they'll come along. Booker T and the MG's Soul Limbo. This is original in the shrink with the hype sticker and everything still on it. Really nice pressing of that. I've never heard this. This is Booker T and the MG's. They did the score for Uptight. Never heard this, but I feel like it's going to be great. This is a bootleg from the band. Carter Barron Amphitheater, Washington, July 17, 1976. Keyhole is a bootleg company. They did some stuff. I don't know what year they put this out. Probably like 2012 to 2015, something like that. But they put out some stuff. I had some Frank Zappa bootlegs by them that were really good, so I'm excited to hear that. Julian Baker, Sprained Ankle. This is a great album. She's obviously a female singer-songwriter. She was in like a couple bands and stuff and earlier on, and they were kind of touring in a van, you know, and she had just started writing some of her own songs. Really good stuff. I usually don't like stuff like this, but she's very, the songs that she writes are great, very emotional, very good stuff. But yeah, highly recommend if you're into that type of thing. This is another one, and I've been looking for that album. I haven't been looking for it because you can just go to the record store and buy it, but I've been wanting it for a while. I just have not gone to go buy it. Turn Out the Lights. This is another record of hers. I've heard this once, and I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I'm going to give it another shot since I have a copy now. This is a band called Boy Genius. This is Phoebe Bridgers, which I talked about earlier. And then it's got Julian Baker and Lucy Dacus. Don't know who that is, but that's the third lady on here. And then this one, Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes. I've had this. This is on white vinyl. I've had this a couple times and sold it, so it's not worth a whole lot of money. I think they're worth like $30 or something. It's a 3 LP. This is Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes Live at the Greek. This is a great set, great concert. Absolutely love it. So glad to finally get that one back. And then the last one here is Story of the Year, Page Avenue. I think I'm going to keep this one. I wasn't going to, and then like 20 minutes ago, I put it on just because I forgotten about it. And I was flipping through and I was like, oh man, Story of the Year. And a good friend of mine, my best friend growing up, we went to the beach every year with each other in the summertime. I went with his family. And we listened to this album every year. We loved it. It's on red vinyl. And it's just kind of like a, I don't know. I don't even know what you'd call it. Screamo, pop punk, something, I don't know. But we really liked it. If I heard it just now for the first time, I would hate it. But it brings back a lot of really fond memories just of being a teenager. So, good stuff. Alright, the box sets. This is the Icky Thump White Stripes X, which is their 10th anniversary box set. Some really cool stuff in here. I'll try to get to this. Pretty cool. So that's a pin that kind of fits together. There's like a booklet type thing. It's a printout of this lovely man or woman. This is another booklet printout thing. Let me pull these jokers out. So this is the Icky Thump album that's in there. And I just got to show you this vinyl. Holy moly, would you look at that. Look at that, guys. You saw it here first, unless you saw it somewhere else first. And then I think this one is that's on black vinyl. This is some demos or something. And then, yeah, this is called Icky Thump Extras. And that's on white vinyl. But pretty cool stuff. Icky Thump is my favorite White Stripes album. So I might keep this, but I'm really trying to not keep as much. So I might just sell this and buy a just regular old copy of Icky Thump because I don't need all that extra stuff. Just no need. It's crazy madness. This is Jack White live at Bonnaroo. I don't know if you can see that holographic. Oh, it's so cool. This is, yeah, it was live 2014. This is a vault type of situation. It's got some really cool color wax. Let's see, don't follow me. Don't follow me. What's this one? Yeah, this is white. And then this one is black. Wow. So, I really like Jack White stuff, and I really like Third Man stuff. They do have a really high quality and everything they do. Here's like an envelope full of pictures. Oh wow, look at that. I didn't even go through this yet. This is a really cool patch. This is a sticker. Jack White World Tour. The DVD's in there. And this is a... Don't even know what that is. So yeah, that's the cool stuff. That's a cool stuff. I'm not sleep deprived or anything, guys. So yeah, I mean, I may end up keeping this. I don't know. I'll have to hear it first, but yeah. Let's just say I might keep that. Childish Gambino. Awaken of My Love, I guess is what it's called. I don't know. I'm not. No. I'm not into Childish Gambino. I've tried, and just no. Sorry. All the Childish Gambino fans, you can burn me at the stake. I don't care. Buffalo Springfield. What's That Sound? It's a complete studio albums. Let's see if I can open this up. I haven't gone through this at all, so I don't even know. So, those are the albums it has inside. Buffalo Springfield again. That's got 2 copies of Buffalo Springfield, 1 stereo, 1 mono. And then Buffalo Springfield again, 1 stereo, 1 mono. And then Last Time Around in stereo. So I'm not going to keep that. There's just no way. Unless it's not worth a whole lot, then I might keep it because it's got all that in it. But this is a Grateful Dead box set. This is, I think, everything that they put out on Warner Brothers. Pretty cool box set. It's got American Beauty, Working Men's Dead, Axel Maxolkum, whatever that one's called. You know what I'm talking about, Anthem of the Sun. And they're self-titled. It's got some booklets and stuff in there too. I've already got all those albums, so I don't need that. And this is... Come on now. This is a Grateful Dead box set they put out on Record Store Day. It's got Steal Your Face, Blues for Allah, Grateful Dead from the Mars Hotel, and Wake of the Flood. So it's got all those in there, just like you'd normally buy them, individually done with all the covers and everything. Very, 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 very nice. In the same, we got ZZ Top Cinco, and I actually traded him this like 6 months ago, but it's got the first 5 ZZ Top albums in it. Really cool. And then this is the monster here. This is Bob Dylan, the original mono recordings. And I'm so tempted to keep this, but I just don't need it. I have all the MoFis, and I just don't need it. But man, it is exhaustive. It's got Bob Dylan. It's got something. It's got 1 LP that's just called Original Mono Recordings. It's got John Wesley Harding, Blonde on Blonde, Highway 61 Revised, Bringing It All Back Home. Another side of Bob Dylan. All Times They Are Changing, Freewheeling Bob Dylan, and self-titled. So that is a sweet little number right there, if you don't mind me saying. So anyways, so those are the box sets and the stuff I'm keeping. And then now I'm going to show you just some of the stuff I'm selling. Alright, with this collection came a bunch of MoFi stuff. There's Elvin from Memphis, Billie Holiday, Body and Soul, The Doors, Clapton, Blood on the Tracks, I already had that. Some stuff, I don't know what it is. Neil Young and the Promise of the Real, Dr. John, this is an original pressing, Tupac, some Marvin Gaye, it's a bunch of Ray Charles stuff, Clarence Carter, John Mayer stuff. And I love John Mayer. I really didn't want to sell this stuff, but I don't know when I'll ever listen to it. This is John Frusciante, Chance the Rapper. This is Angel Olsen. This is Tyler, the Creator, rapper. Courtney Barnett, which I listened to her and did not care for it. Sorry, guys. Silverstein, Hootie and the Blowfish, Elvis, Zembrowski's Point. It's got Grateful Dead and Pink Floyd and stuff on it. And there's like a bunch of 007 Japanese pressings in here. If any of you guys are into that stuff, holler at me. I can ship it to you or something. Avenged Sevenfold, live. This is a reissue of that classic Big Bopper. This is the Birds. This is some Japanese pressings of the Cream, Hendrix, Gun. That Gun's already spoken for, but I thought I'd mention it. This is Lord Such and his heavy friends, which is Jimmy Page and John Bonham and Jeff Beck. This is a pretty good LP. It kind of shows you what can happen if you have a whole lot of money. And you are not really that good at music. You can still make a good album. Kiss Originals, Robert Plant. Back over here. All these little, so I've got, well, Hot Butter Soul is a fantastic copy. This is a reissue of Odyssey and Oracle. These Love albums are all reissues and they're all still sealed. Machine Gun, Sufjan, Matchbox 20, Live, Royal Blood. Again, this album's even better. Hendrix, Rare Bird. This is a great psychedelic album. Some Prince stuff, Nina Simone, some Radiohead stuff. George Strait, who cares? But Muddy Waters is the best. Irma Thomas, don't know what that is. George Strait. Yeah, Neil Young, Rush. Shaman and Garfunkel. This is more Royal Blood. Billie Holiday, Music for Torture, Nina Simone. Silver Sun Pickups. Elvis, King of the Ring. I'm going to listen to that before I sell it. Gun Sight by Gun. This is a weird band. I can't remember what it's called. Cross Story. Skinnerd. This is My Morning Jacket. Gets Gilberto. Duke Ellington. This is a Pink Floyd bootleg. Live at Pompeii. It's King Crimson bootleg. Talking Heads bootleg. And some of The Firm. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I've got some collections I'm buying in the future. And a quick, couple little plugs for you. One, I was trying to blow out. I have a bunch of like sealed inventory that has been going around in my pop-ups and stuff, but I don't want the shrink wrap getting broken on them, so I just blew them out on eBay. So I do normally do eBay. I don't normally post on eBay. I haven't done it in years, but I posted all of it on eBay for with auctions starting at 99 cents. So they could go for anything. Who knows? So all that stuff. There's Record Store Day stuff. There's the color vinyl, all this stuff. And then I got some other odds and ends that are on there too. Also, I'm having a huge pop-up June 8th. I know a lot of you have said, one of these days I'm going to make it out of your pop-up. Well, if you want to do that, June 8th is the one to do it at, because I am blowing some crap out. I'm moving soon. Still staying local to Charlotte, but I'm moving soon, and I really don't want to move all these records with me. So I am seriously going to be pulling some stuff out of my collection that I don't listen to much anymore. You guys are not going to want to miss that, because it's going to be good. I almost wish I could go, but I'm already going to be there. So that's June 8th at Divine Barrel Brewing in Charlotte from 12 to 4 p.m. Don't miss that. So anyways, follow us on all the links and stuff. I'll put the eBay link in the description of this video. But I hope you guys had a good time watching this. Until next time, have your pet spayed or neutered.